Hey guys, so my name's Adrian and today I'm gonna be doing an 8-month on T comparison. So I'm gonna put my voice comparison here.
I officially have a start date for T.
This is my voice, 1 month on T, 2 months on T.
And this is my voice, 3 months on T.
And this is my 4 months on T. And I am 5 months on T. And I am 6 months on T. And I am 7 months on T.
And today is the 19th of November 2021 and I am 8 months on T. So I'm going to start at the top, work my way down to the bottom and then do emotional changes and then cover any extras at the end. To start at the top, towards the start I noticed a lot of hair loss. That's sort of settled down now, it's not so bad anymore. I don't really notice it anymore. And then hairline has definitely gone back a little bit, but not significantly. I've noticed that when barbers cut my hair, it's a little bit easier to shape the sides now, but not really massive changes. Working my way down, so yes. So jaw has definitely squared out quite a bit. This is something I didn't know before, but your bone mass can actually change, your bone size can increase when you are on T. I didn't actually think this could happen. I thought it was just fat redistribution, but turns out your bones can thicken. This isn't something I notice in the day-to-day, but when I compare my face to me pre-T, I do notice it a lot more. Another change I've noticed is facial hair. This has increased quite a bit more in the last month. In the last few months I started to get a bit of hair coming in, sides and underneath. Previously I had some hair coming in on the sides, some around my chin, but I didn't have any underneath my chin. And in the past month, underneath my chin has started to grow. So I think it's just really slowly filling out. This is something that I've heard other guys talk about and it can be very slow. Some guys can take a few years to start seeing any facial hair at all. It's basically down to genetics, so I'm really lucky that mine started coming in so early because I'm only 8 months in. So that's not something that everyone can expect, but it can happen. Another thing with my face is spot. Initially it wasn't really much of a problem and then I started getting quite a few spots. I do feel like I'm getting quite a lot of spots, more than what I want, and they're sort of coming in on my face and other parts of my body. So that's something I'm going to see if I can get some sort of skin cleaning routine or some kind of cream to hopefully help with that and reduce it. Obviously the amount of spots I'm getting isn't really anything to make me feel like, that makes me feel any less good about taking T. T is the best thing that has happened to me so far, so spots is a very natural part of puberty. As much as it sucks, it's part of the process. So I'm gonna see what I can do to just help reduce it. Working my way down. Oh, neck. So neck's not really anything that's changed but in the past few months, but from when I started T till now, my neck has thickened out quite a bit. I feel like that helps when I take pictures, things like that. It makes me look just a bit more masculine. And another thing is Adam's apple. Obviously over the months my voice has lowered, as you probably heard at the beginning of the video. Every single month my voice has got a tiny bit lower. It's not really as noticeable between each month, I think, but when you cover a few months you can really hear the difference. Like personally, when I hear my voice I can't really hear the difference, but when I listen back at older videos I then do start to hear the difference. So Adam's apple is not really something that's very prominent, it's not really something I think is super visible, but I do have a very little one. It's not really big, but it's there and it'll probably drop more and more as my voice deepens. Working my way down, shoulders. So this is more general about my shape, so shoulders, hips, waist, all of that. I have noticed around 6 months, in my 6-month video, I tried to measure to see if I'd got broader. I didn't really see much of a change, but I know now that when I'm looking at pictures of now, and even a year ago, or a bit less, I'm definitely a lot broader. I feel like I have a much more masculine shape. My waist has thickened out, my hips have got a bit smaller, so my shape has gone to more of a square, triangular, more masculine shape. I do think that helps me pass a lot more. I do exercise quite a bit, but I think the actual broadness of my shoulders isn't just due to exercise. I think it's mostly due to fat redistribution. Now when I gain weight, I notice it doesn't really go to my hips like it used to pre-T, and now it just goes to my abdomen. Working my way down. So that's pretty much everything shape-wise. I mean, legs I think maybe are a bit straighter. It's not really a big change since pre-T. And then the final thing would be hair, body hair, leg hair, hair everywhere. I mean, obviously on my face slightly as well, but just one of the biggest shocks for me, I wasn't not expecting to be growing hair out of places that I just didn't think. Like, I've had hair, pre-T I had a good amount of body hair, I would say, but now that I'm on T, it's just like everywhere. Like, there are some places that I don't have hair on, but I've got a feeling over the years, as I carry on taking T, I've got a feeling a lot more hair is going to come in, but I will fill you guys in on that as it happens. But yeah, so far, small amount of my chest, quite a lot of my stomach, filling out on my arms, a lot more is filling out on my legs. And then emotional changes. When I started taking T, I did mention there was a period of getting used to the new sort of anger and frustration. So that's not really something I notice anymore. Like, it's become part of me. I'm very used to it, and how I react to things, the emotions I feel. I'm a lot more comfortable, and it feels a lot more like how I should be feeling, or how I want to be feeling. I still find it easy to cry, and a lot of guys tend to say that when they first start T, they struggle to cry, but I've not really had that. I have noticed, I guess it's sort of placebo, but I have noticed overnight, from the moment I started taking T, I just felt a big relief, and I felt a lot happier and a bit more comfortable with myself. And as every day has gone by, every day that I've took T since I started, I just feel a lot more comfortable with myself. It feels like I'm coming into myself. Like when I look in the mirror, I see myself more and more each day. And although there are some negatives, although there are some downsides, this is the happiest I feel like I have ever been. Taking T is one of the happiest things that have ever happened to me. I feel like from the moment I started taking T, I feel like I've been able to start living my life and expressing and just feeling actually happy without there being an if or a but. I just feel so much more like me every single day. So that's pretty much all the changes that have happened in the last month, and more or less since I started T. Thank you for watching. Please like the video, subscribe, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. I'm happy to answer any questions, and I will see you guys next month.